Normally, we'd have to fly to Asia to see an electric bike being manufactured, not with Electric Bike Company. All their bikes are built here in the United States, in California. I can't wait to show you inside.
They can then customize their own. And then what we can also do is we can mix the colors. Now, some of these are, if they're warped or they're not good, they don't go through the process.
We were wondering if it was real wood. Yeah, it's so cool.
One quick favor, if any of our Electric Bike Company content has helped you with your purchase decision, there's an affiliate link down in the description. Just use that before you make your purchase. Thanks so much for your support. All right, we are outside what I think is probably the most exciting part about Electric Bike Company, and that is the paint shop. So let's check it out.
The founding of Electric Bike Company was in 2014.
Okay.
So now it's 2024.
10 years.
So 10 years.
10 years,
yeah.
Wow.
So we did the painting, we started doing the painting about 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Okay. That's like ancient, 2014 and one of the first.
Yes,
for
exactly.
sure. Yeah.
And the people thought the Electric Bike Company, electric bikes at that stage was cheating and it was a whole thing. And we're lucky we got into the market because the big, huge billion-dollar brands were saying, well, we are a bike company, we're a bicycle company, we're not a moped company.
Right.
So that's how we got the name, Electric Bike Company.
So these are all primed, I'm assuming.
Correct. So the bikes, the frames come in raw. They get sanded down over here. The team will sand them down. But all these other colors, they all get scuffed. And so again, I appreciate you taking the time to come see, because a lot of people don't realize how hard work. There's so many hard workers, and they say, well, Electric Bike Company just puts on pieces and just assembles it. No, we don't. We take a raw frame, and we get guys like this that spend hours every day scuffing and making sure that the finish is going to come out perfectly, beautifully on each one of the parts. We have two main booths. That is Alan over there. He's our chief painter. He will do the priming, and we have another painter that helps him out.
That's the final color right there.
That's a final color, and it depends if it's a metallic or if it's if it's like a pearl or a matte. He goes through a couple times and he makes the finish.
So the metallics take more coats.
Yeah, take 3 coats.
Okay.
Yeah. We sometimes get guys coming in quite often. They want to say, okay, well, since you guys do their own painting, can you match my corporate colors? Can you match my fingernail polish? Can you match my Porsche outside?
Yeah.
So they come and they're very picky, which is nice. I mean, we can do anything. They just got to give us the swatch or the QR code, and then we can match it. So over here is also a little unsung sort of hero pieces. Here's where our paints, all our paints and our hardeners and our primers. So typically we have our standard colors.
Yep.
And then what we can also do is we can mix the colors. A person can send us I want you guys to match this yellow, let's say. We'll send this to Showroom, which is just down the road. They will go through and match this exactly, and then send us a little 6-ounce jar, and then we'll put it into the spray booth, and they'll spray that. So any color in the world, we can match. The quality of the paint is what we stand for. So our whole process here needs to be like on point.
So here's obviously some super custom colors. I mean, 3 different, and then the rainbow.
Electric bikes are getting more and more popular. More and more kids are riding it. More and more people want to have the electric bike to be safe and sturdy and strong and certified. But they also then they want a lock, and so we've got the anti-theft alarm system, we've got the locking system. But then they also wanted a helmet.
Yeah.
And the helmet then, because we customized the bike, they also wanted the helmet to kind of either contrast or complement their bike. So we then had to design our own and come up with our own custom helmet system. So let's assume this is a raw shell. This is how it comes. We'll paint it and we'll decorate it. And then what we do is we put in the front lights and the back lights, and we put in the foam. So we can now customize this whole process so it can marry up to their bike. And it's CPSC safety approved. So we go through the whole process. So here's like a corporately branded one. And then they wanted the front light and then the back light. And of course, this is multifunctional, how you want.
All right, so this is what you're greeted with at their Costa Mesa location, where the factory is, which we're gonna see. But all the models on display. I assume these are ones people can just buy if they want to come in. And then of course, all the custom helmets over here. These are all colors that they paint, obviously, to match your bike if you want.
And this can then, so as soon as you get the person to then interact with the touchscreen display, they can then customize their own, and the sales associate gets the person engaged in the design process. So they can obviously do this online, but if they've got questions as they go, they go through the design process of their own bike. They choose the different forks and the frame, and, you know. But there's a whole bunch, as everybody knows. You know, you can go through the design process.
And one of the cool recent additions, I think this will work. There we go. So you can actually see the colors, how it's going to look. Of course, if you're lucky enough to live near a dealer, you can see all the samples there. But this gives you a great representation of what it's going to look like, depending on how the light hits it. That was handy when we were designing our own bike and looking at all the colors.
Yeah, good.
One of the awesome things is if a customer needs a part, I mean, you have everything in stock here in the United States, you can ship it out to them, which is really, I think, cool.
Correct.
Sorry, all the white, red, black, those are like the standard colors, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. 85% are custom orders,
Correct.
Not the standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most standard orders are for dealers or for big box stores. Ben and his team, what they do is kind of like also an unsung thing is either the lacing of the motors and the hubs. And of course it sounds easy, but you've got a non-drive side, you've got the drive side, you've got the front side, and you've got the back side. You've got the motor and the hub.
Once he's done with it, they check the each spoke here, is that it?
Correct. One of the things is battery storage. So we put a battery outside in these containers, and in those last 3 containers, and they have to be separate from the building. They have to be fireproofed, temperature controlled, and then they get monitored. We have to dictate the temperature in the morning, temperature in the evening, 7 days a week.
Wow!
So it's quite a long story.
That's crazy.
Oh man!
Manufacturing electric bikes in the US is. It's fine because we actually we got intimate knowledge of the bike. We've got staff here, we've got the tools, we've got the parts. Yeah. But we also have to jump through quite a few hoops.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be happy with my e-bike storage because I got 40 bikes just sitting in a storage unit.
Yeah. So this is why I really appreciate you guys coming.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah. Now, some of these are, if they're warped or they're not good, they don't go through the process. Yeah. Otherwise, they go to the CNC machine, they get trimmed, then we sand them down, and then all these go off to our paint shop, which you'll see.
We were wondering if it was real wood.
Oh yeah, no.
It's so pretty. I went for the wood.
The wood, because we needed to see it for the first time.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That
so pretty.
Thank you.
And this is where it all comes together. The moment when the components meet the frame, bringing each electric bike company e-bike to life. Truly hard to believe the amount of care that's taken, especially when you consider so many of their e-bikes are unique.
This is one of my favorite little rooms here. This is where we do our R&D, and you were speaking about the Model J. So basically, we started with one bike. And we started with a classic. It was a classic cruiser bike. It was Model C for classic. Then we got people saying, well, listen, we love your classic, but we want a step through. So we had the S, the Model S for step through. And then we went, but what we wanted to make sure we did, is also coming from the restaurant business, is people go in and out of fashion. They want this, they want this. But the truth is, if you have 2 wheels, you have a really good sturdy frame, you have good tires, you have good braking, you have comfortable riding style. Then what you do is you just change the frame a little bit, and you can use all the same parts, all the same wiring, all the same brackets, all the chain ring, the pedals. So what we did was, when we did the Model C, the classic model, which is our foundation of our company, all the other models use very similar parts and a similar setup. So that's why we can keep the price affordable, because we can buy, our economies of scale increased.
Right.
So when we did the J, although it's a different frame style, it has a different saddle and different frame, But basically everything else is the same. It's got the same wheels, same tires, same spokes, same chain ring, same chain guard, same battery style for other models, same controller, the same front lights. So we use a lot of the same, but then we manage this process. So we still offer a unique experience to the customer. We still can personalize and customize it, but we can do it at a really affordable price because we're buying directly from the part manufacturer. We're doing the painting and the building ourselves, and we have intimate knowledge of the bike. So what you see over here this is Lee, he's one of our engineers.
Hello.
So this is our engineering department. Also a little bit of an unsung sort of heroes here. We have each of the parts are all put here, and these parts then are spec'd and they are mesh stored down at the bottom. But everything from a connector, this is a charge port, sure that they not only assemble the battery packs, but they also service and repair it and send it out to the customers. And that's the reason why we give such good warranty, because we are intimately knowledgeable of not only the battery pack, but the battery case, how all the lights fit in, how the switches work, how the charge port works. On our CNS, of course, we've got the retractable cord and the charger. So this team over here takes care of that. So here's our customer service department. They're all busy on the phone. The nice thing with our customer service is they get a lot more, and that's always a big deal, because the more bikes we have out there, there's more service, there's more maintenance, there's more repair. But the nice thing is if they have any questions,
they go right downstairs.
That's right. They can pull out the part and they can ship it direct.
So there you have it. We've seen it firsthand. Yes, electric bikes built right here in the United States.
That was so cool. That was so cool.
It's where the bikes that we've reviewed have been made. It's so cool to see it in person. If you're planning to purchase an electric bike company electric bike, do so by using our link down in the description. It's a free and easy way to help support the channel. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.